Ice is the threat tonight. Unlike snow, it's invisible. A car loses control, spins into the wall. Another driver struggles to stop. Later, same spot, a truck appears to slide. The casualties mount. What's going to happen 8 hours from now? At 11 o'clock, we're at the freezing mark in downtown Portland. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Ann Staten. We have complete coverage for you tonight. Chief Meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke is here with the latest on what you can expect in the morning. Joel Iwanaga in the gorge, where it's still snowing, still coming down. But we begin with Chris Holmstrom. He's live in Northeast Portland with a look at the tricky spots around the metro. Chris.
Jeff and Ann, we've been out driving the city streets since this afternoon, and just as the sun started to go down, that's when things started to get worse. Black ice throughout the area, and it was something that people were not prepared for, especially here at the Halsey overpass, which was closed for much of the night.
Didn't look slippery, and so it was out of the blue. It was really scary.
It was a situation Ashley Stefan was not expecting.
All of a sudden everyone stopped, and so you kind of start to slow down and you just completely started sliding.
Cars sliding out of control and slamming into each other. A domino effect on the Halsey overpass near 82nd.
Right over there is a guardrail, and underneath you is the freeway. So it was really scary, and I mean, you can't really slam on the brakes because that'll make it worse. So.
I found out the roads were so icy, tow trucks couldn't even make their way over the pass. But since the area was blocked off to traffic, they backed their way in. It was one of many problems in the area. In fact, we saw the first of the crashes out here on the ODOT cameras. This was at 205 and 84 earlier tonight when a car spun out on the ramp.
What makes this area so dangerous is you have the gorge winds, tie that with extremely wet ground, and from there you have instant black ice just like that.
Because there are some areas that people are just getting stuck at where they weren't being unreasonable before they got there.
And as we drove through West Burnside, we noticed there were several cars that just pulled over on the side of the road.
There's just enough moisture on the road and the temperature is just right to where there's areas of the city that have black ice, and there is just no way to tell where it's at.
Thankfully, this driver made it out safe, but she knows it could have been worse.
Try to stay away from hills. It doesn't look bad, but it is.
Back out here live, just another reminder of just how cold and icy it is out here. So if you plan on driving in the morning, make sure to be careful. Stay away from hills if necessary, but if you must, make sure you have traction devices on your tires. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, I'm Chris Holmstrom for KOIN 6 News.
Chris, thank you. Now a big traffic alert. We have a live picture right now. The northbound lanes of the Markham Bridge are closed right now after a semi jackknifed on the bridge, spilling fuel. Now, because of this crash, some fencing fell onto the lower deck of the bridge, so some of the southbound lanes are closed as well. The northbound lanes completely blocked, some of the southbound lanes blocked as well. There's the trailer of that semi that's overturned. No estimate on when they're going to reopen the Markham Bridge. We'll keep you updated.
And we have been seeing lines of de-icer trucks on the highway tonight, and we found out that will continue. ODOT says crews are out in force. They're on ramps, bridges, and areas that generally freeze first, and they will be working through the morning commute.
Now, it's not just the highways that are slick tonight. Take a look at the surface streets. This is video from Gresham. You can see layers of ice and slush. Now, it was difficult for people just trying to walk through it tonight.
And the MAX trains will run all night to keep ice off the overhead lines. But we did see delays in several spots today, so if you plan on taking them to work tomorrow, do expect delays and dress for the cold. We found out that TriMet will deploy all of its buses with automatic drop-down chains for tomorrow's commute.
So the big question, when will it warm up above freezing, Kristen?
It's going to be a little while. Tomorrow afternoon we will make it, but many areas east actually won't because we have another cold blast moving in tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, I was out downtown grabbing some dinner, and it is already starting to ice up. There are icicles on the signs out there, and tonight is going to be one of those nights where black ice really lives up to its name because we have temperatures hovering so close to the freezing mark. You're driving down the road, it looks like rain, it looks like just plain old wet roads, and it is. Then you turn the corner, temperatures are dropping below freezing, maybe there, and then it actually is black ice, but you can't tell. It looks exactly like just plain old wet roads. So please be careful out there and allow extra time in the mornings. It's going to be a tricky situation. Look at the temperatures. Again, very close to freezing, and they're going to stay fairly steady through the rest of the overnight hours, so it's going to be a problem for that morning commute. Lows tonight right around 31 degrees. Still a little bit of a spotty mix out there, a lot of it fizzling out right now over the metro area, and that will be the trend. But as we head east, ice. We're still getting that snow coming down through the gorge, and we're going to continue to see that be the case there and across parts of central Oregon as we head through the rest of the night. In fact, many areas up near Hood River and through the gorge were actually a little slow to get started, but that is definitely not the case right now. Joel Iwanaga continues our coverage. He's live in the gorge where the wind and the snow are making it very difficult for drivers.
Kristen, good evening to you. I know you're an avid snowboarder, so I know you can appreciate a scene like this. Take a look. Picture perfect, an absolutely gorgeous evening here in downtown Hood River tonight, but as you mentioned, not so picture perfect. About 50 feet on an on-ramp right over there to Interstate 84. I can tell you, driving conditions on the interstate tonight, downright dangerous. An already snow-covered Interstate 84 through the gorge on our way to Hood River tonight, making for a treacherous drive. Made even more slick with falling temperatures, the road covered in black ice in some areas.
East of the Dalles is very slick. A lot of people off the road, a couple cars upside down.
And tonight we met the Beatty family at the Hood River Les Schwab after their tire chain snapped and flattened their tire. And they weren't the only ones. This store staying open 2 hours past 6 o'clock closing time.
It's been tough, snowing, really cold, wet, but the crew's doing very good. They're working hard to get everybody safe on the road.
I-84 remains open despite less than ideal conditions, while plows try to keep up with Mother Nature.
Drive slow. Leave a lot of distance between you and the car in front of you.
Off the dangerous highway, we made it to a quiet and peaceful downtown Hood River, where locals taking time to step outside and enjoy this first snow of the season. And of course, students looking forward to a possible snow day and 3-day weekend.
No, I love it. It just came on really quick. This morning when I woke up at like 6:30, it was completely bare. But yeah, no, I love the snow. I'm all for it. Snow days, can't complain.
And we're back live here in downtown Hood River tonight, where locals here marveling at this excellent powder. Absolutely gorgeous here this evening. Now, we're talking about school closures. I can tell you that most, if not all, school districts here in the Columbia River Gorge will either be on delay or have closed school altogether. Of course, keep it here on KOIN 6 News and on KOIN.com for up-to-the-minute updates. Reporting live here in Hood River tonight, I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Jeff, back to you in Portland.
Okay.